there, Green Spumoni here. I know, again, it's been a while since I posted, but I wanted to go ahead while I had a couple seconds and put together a video and get this up for you. Yeah, I only have a couple seconds because I'm kind of procrastinating. My classes started last week. I'm in my third semester now of nursing school, and this semester we're doing OB and Peds. And I've been downstairs. We have a lab. My group has lab on Friday, and at the beginning of the lab we have to do our OB med math exam, which of course we have to score a 90 or higher in order to stay in the program, and that means we can miss as many as one problem. So I'm down there studying for that, and that's why I'm up here making a video. Anyway, I wanted to go ahead and show you what the books are right now and stuff like that, because I don't know, that's what we do, right? So for Peds, we're using Wong's Essentials of Pediatric Nursing. Nice giant book. This is an Elsevier book, so I can go on to the Elsevier online website and get key points and practice NCLEX questions and things like that for each chapter, which I find helpful. You know, your mileage may vary, but I do find it very helpful. And to go with that, we have what we call the VCE, or the Virtual Clinical Excursions workbook, that goes with that particular textbook. It comes with a DVD, which is back here. You can see I haven't opened it yet. We usually end up having to do at least one lesson out of this in a semester, and then if for any reason we miss clinicals, whether as a group or an individual, they usually have us do these lessons to make up hours. So, and it is literally a virtual experience. You go into the program, and last semester I think we had one where we had to go into a virtual med room and things like that, and you know, do assessments in the ER and stuff. So it was interesting, but anyway, for our OB class we're using Murray and McKinney's Foundations of Maternal, Newborn, and Women's Health Nursing. I have the 6th edition. I think they just updated to the 6th edition. Majority of my class is using the 5th edition because, of course, once the new one comes out, the previous one can be had for much less money. And if I wasn't working off of a scholarship for my books, I would have done the same thing. And we also have the VCE, or the Virtual Clinical Excursion workbook for that particular book as well. You can kind of see. Anyway, that I know of, we have at least, I think it's 2 lessons. I don't remember which one. It's 2 lessons out of one book and 1 out of another that is listed in our assignments for the semester. We could be assigned more. That's all it is right now. And as always, I thought I would show you how I am organizing my wonderful my wonderful planner. As you can see here, this is next week. Yeah, after Labor Day. So you can see here my reading assignments for OB and Peds. I have an orientation for my Peds clinicals on Wednesday. Then I have a Peds lab on Thursday, and then clinicals for everybody starts on Friday. My first clinical is on Saturday. Yeah, and I also have here, listed down here, we have a drug calculation exam for pediatrics on Tuesday. I was kind of being laughed at because, well, not laughed at in a horrible, well, I don't know, I wasn't in the room when they were laughing at me, but in a sense, because I have to color code my my planner, so I can just at a glance look at it and see what I have to do. I can look at it at a glance and see if it's written in blue, it's, you know, it's my pediatric or my clinicals. If it's written in pink, it's a certain textbook. Purple is a certain textbook. Green is a certain textbook, and so on. And we had our entire pediatrics clinical schedule pulled and redone by our pediatrics course coordinator. So I had to go through my book with tons of whiteout. And everybody was telling me, you should do your planner in pencil. I only do my planner in pencil, which would make sense if I used colored pencils, but you know, I gave my colored pencils away. So in the month section of my planner, and I use the uncalendar from uncalendar.com because I like the flexibility of it. I have, well, you can't really see both sides, but here's one side of my month, and this is for October. And I have, I was going to say my entire family's schedules in this, but I don't think I have anything for my husband. But all my son's stuff is in here. All of my daughter's stuff is in here. My son is in marching band, so all of his football games are listed here. You can see the purple highlighter is exams that I have coming up. In this book, anything written in green is nursing school stuff. And some of the stuff, like I think my clinicals, I went ahead and highlighted in green in that view so I wouldn't miss it. And then, of course, I had to go one step further, and because I know I have a lot of redundancy in the way I organize everything. Like you see that my books are all tabbed on the side, and if you haven't watched my videos before, the tabs are marked in such a way that in this corner is the week that reading is for, and in this corner that is the exam that's for, and then that's the chapter number. So that when I was pointing to chapter 16 to be read in the 7th week for exam 2. But every bit of that is also written down in my uncalendar. And then, paper clipped right in here is the printed version of the calendar that we get from the instructors. So like I said, a lot of redundancy, but I guess it just makes me feel more comfortable to know that it's everywhere. So I have everything put into my Google Calendar. And then I printed my Google Calendar. And because my printer only does black and white, I went after it with highlighters so that I know what's happening where. Like I said, it's a lot. Most people don't need to go to that extent. I do. One of my classmates yesterday, when she saw all the different colors and everything, she was like, I bet your house is so organized. I tell you a secret, it's not. I'm like this for my schoolwork so I can keep everything straight. But as far as my house goes, I mean, if you're in nursing school, you know. Can't keep the house up. My bed, which is right over there, completely unmade. Of course, the dog is on her perch on top of it. But, yeah, I'm normally not real good with organization unless it comes to schoolwork. And then schoolwork, I guess you could say I overdo it a little bit. But, so, there you have it. I know I had talked in the past about possibly doing study tips for your different study styles, and I haven't really put that together. The only thing I know for sure is one of the things, and you know what? I'm going to grab one and show you. I have Post-its all over my house. My bathroom mirror, my bedroom mirror, I have some on the ledge going down my staircase. I've got some on my front door, on the coat closet, on one of my kitchen cabinets, and on the door going to the garage. And on these Post-its are lab values, fluid and electrolytes, I think in my bathroom I have BUN and creatinine. This is one of the ones from my bathroom mirror. Because I took an exam last semester where I missed a question simply because I couldn't remember for certain the normal levels for potassium. Was it potassium? It might have been calcium. It was one of those where one side ends in a 0.5. I think it was potassium. And I couldn't remember if it was 3.5 to 5 or 3 to 5.5. And I think I decided it was the latter. And of course it's not. So I missed that particular test question. Had I remembered, not an issue. So I have these little boogers all over my house. And every time I pass one, I make sure to stop and read it. It seems to be helping. But that's one of the tricks I've been using. I went ahead and purchased the study guides for my textbooks. I have no idea if those are going to do any good, but I will find out. Sadly, I'm still trying to figure out my best study method, which is why I'm looking at everything. And I took a bunch of those online tests from those sites that give you tips for ways to study for your particular study style, whether you're a kinesthetic learner or a tactile learner or an auditory learner. And it's just my luck that I am a compilation of all of them. Certain things I learn better by doing them. Some things, if I hear it, I got it. Some things I have to read. So I can't point to any just one thing and say that's how I'm going to learn. So this is what I have to do. I color code everything. I've got sticky notes all over the place. Goodness knows what else I will end up with before the semester is over. As long as I end up with passing grades for this semester and the next semester, and also for the NCLEX, I don't care how I get there as long as I get there. So anyway, that's where I am right now. My next few weeks are going to be slammed with activities for classes. I think my first week of September, I think the only day I don't have to go into school or clinicals or anything is Monday. Maybe Monday and Thursday maybe. I can't remember offhand, which is why I have calendars everywhere. And then beyond that, I just pray I get to everything I need to get to. I just finished calling around for childbirth education classes. For my OB class, I have to observe a childbirth education class. And here's a tip for you. If you're in the area of a couple of different schools and you have a couple different, few different hospitals around you, try calling hospitals that are not in your school's immediate area. I had been trying to get a childbirth education class at a hospital that a bunch of my classmates were going to. And every time I was emailing the coordinator, the classes I was wanting were filling up. So I went the other direction because I actually live between two schools and two pretty decent programs. So I called some hospitals in the area of the other school on the off chance that they didn't have the same thing going on, and there were classes galore available for me. So if you have that option and you're looking for any kind of class that you have to observe, try going in an area around another school. If you're lucky like me, the other school won't be doing the same thing you're doing, so you won't have that issue. I guess that's it for tips and information for right now. Please comment and let me know what you're doing this semester, whether you're in nursing school, if you've just started, what classes are you taking, what interesting or frustrating things have you run into. I'd like to hear. As always, I thank you for watching, for subscribing, for commenting, and hello to all my new subscribers. I haven't gotten to all of you yet to say thank you for subscribing, but I will do that very soon. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay? See ya.